Yeah, we all have those things that just annoy the living piss out of us. And in today's day and age, modern car manufacturers just don't know when to stop. So I'm about to show you the absolute worst modern car trends. And the last one on this list will be the demise of sports cars as we know them. Let's get into it. Back in the day, cars were built purposefully with real function. And one of the things that they excelled at was making a proper front grille. Originally, they were designed to create a passage for airflow into the engine compartment to help cool down the engine. But nowadays, it's a cold war between manufacturers with who can create the most bougie yet most dysfunctional front fascia, all while sabotaging the curb appeal. A large portion of modern grills does absolutely nothing for air passage and just covers part of the vehicle's frame. What the f, guys? Ugh, fake! Ugh, even faker! Oh boy. Don't you just love it when crackles and pops are programmed into the tune of your car? Yeah, you're thinking the same thing. Shit's pretty dumb. Kind of like your ex, brands are trying really hard to appeal to customers by creating the fakest experience possible. I mean, don't you find things more fun when you're being lied to? And you know what's even worse? They're also playing engine sounds through your car's speaker system to act like that tiny turbo 4-cylinder up front actually has some cojones. Unlike injecting unburnt fuel into your exhaust, at least the speakers don't subject the people outside the car to the horrid artificial noises they make. While on the topic of lying, I thought it would be very fitting to mention that 99.99995% of modern exhaust tips serve about as much purpose as your mother-in-law. Yeah, whoever thought it was a good idea to say form came before function, well, I guess I can't really hate on them when I drive this. It's pretty much a given nowadays that any new car that you buy will have some sort of wicked exterior trickery, including most of those so-called vents on the car, seen on cars like the new Civic Type R and Mark V Supra. They're just another form of visual appeal, kind of like Pamela Anderson, where some aesthetic upgrades are nice, but when it's too much, it's too much. Who needs buttons when you can have a massive screen where it's impossible to find anything? Why fix something that ain't broke? I guess they thought us buyers who have kids fighting over the iPhone in the back, a stressed out and nauseated wife in the passenger seat, and a dog that just shit his breakfast all over the newborn wanted more problems with a glitchy and temper-provoking 17-inch screen. No, it was not a good idea to remove tangible functions, only to hide them in a menu as deep as the Mariana Trench. Car tech these days has become way overcomplicated. And the worst part is that there is no standardized interface from car to car. So that oh so good feeling of accomplishment when you remember where that Bluetooth button is, f that, I still don't know where it is. Now, before we get into the trend that is completely ruining the reputation of car brands, let's talk about blinding headlights in modern vehicles. Raise your hand if you've ever been a victim of this. Yeah, it's no fun at all. Have you ever flashed someone thinking their brights are on, only to have them actually flash you back and leave you dazed with that green splotch in your vision for the next 12 minutes? I know I look fly with sunglasses, but please don't make me wear them at night. With HIDs and LEDs becoming commonplace in these new cars, we will only be seeing an increase in light output, and there will be nothing stopping those headlights from piercing your eyeballs. Kind of like putting lipstick on a pig. Putting an M badge on a non-M car will not make it better. Performance badges just don't have the same prestige as they used to. Manufacturers seem to slap these bitches on pretty much anything that rolls off the production line. And the only thing you're getting is an appearance package, including things like sportier seats, more aggressive bumpers and wheels, and maybe, just maybe, the occasional brake upgrade. However, while yes, some of these performance badge cars are actually backed up by some amazing engineering, it's more of a marketing stunt just to sell more cars. And just like the dollar lost its value, the glory days of Mercedes-AMG, BMW M, and Audi S are quickly fading away. So if you want to check out 5 car brands that also got worse, click here, or check out what YouTube recommends you watch next. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, which 98% haven't, please do. But either way, you can't lose, and as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.